How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing, ladies and gentlemen? It is your host with the most, Act Reacher. I would never steer you wrong. It is another edition of the Jab Jamboree. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and, of course, my crew, the full Berserker clan. I want to say that again. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and my crew, the full Berserker clan. We in this thing. Yeah, so I seen 78 wasn't coming on, so I figured, shout out to the homie. I know whatever he's doing is important. I just figured I'd talk a little bit, talk a little boxing talk. I'm sorry if anybody else is on, but we're gonna get into it. I was watching the Floyd fight again. And I don't know, man. I don't know if he beat him up so bad that he made the little dude cry, but I don't know, man. It's just something about that whole fight. It just doesn't sit right with me. Like, I know Floyd is better than this, man. Like, Fuller, I got you, bro. Of course, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you one right now. I gotta send Fuller a link, man. Fuller, that's my African brother right there. He asked for a link. I gotta give it to him. All right. Sent you one, Fuller. What's going on with you guys? I hope y'all all had a happy, safe New Year's. Yeah, I know y'all wanted to know because it was to be continued. Yeah, I got dragged out the house. Yeah, I partied. That probably was the only party I went to in 2018. It was all right.
The way you're dressed, did you dress like this?
What's good, brother?
I'm feeling, man. Same to you. Same to you. I'm not even celebrating New Year's, man. I'm just celebrating Haiti's independence, man. That's what I'm celebrating.
Oh, okay. You rep for all the Caribbean countries.
Man, I rep for anywhere where there's black people, man.
I hear that. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I heard you talk about that Floyd fight, man.
Oh yeah, I said I was just saying, like, it like left a bad taste in my mouth, man. I don't know, man. I just didn't like it, man. I mean, I wish it was kind of closed circuited, like they used to do in the 80s, to where you had to like go somewhere and watch it, because then it wouldn't even have been seen like that. Wouldn't have been as much of a spectacle and been embarrassing. Because now, even though it wasn't talked about, the build-up, but I'm starting to see it on social media a lot. It making me not even want to go on social media.
Yeah. The thing is about that fight, man, is I think, man, I don't want to call it fixed or anything like that. It's just that he was just way bigger. Like, Floyd was a way bigger guy. This guy never fought a boxer before. Floyd, because of his size, obviously was able to walk him down. So, I mean, I don't even think that guy had a game plan. And mind you, it's an exhibition match. So I don't even think he seemed pretty upset when he lost, but it was just like, man, come on now. It was circus. It was just a circus,
I agree with you 100%, bro. Like, there was nothing to me that could convince me that that was anything that was worth paying for.
Yeah, that's true. Like, nobody's gonna pay for that, man. Come on now. Nobody's gonna want to spend their money on that fight, man. For real.
Legendary Top Cat, I see you in the chat, champ. Don't worry, man. You gotta give me an email one of these days, and you gotta jump on the panel. What's good, Lawrence? My man, the Black Pokédex is here.
It's unfortunate that my mom had to get.
Go ahead.
And I think,
man.
Jeffrey,
Yeah, man. I just watched the fight, the replay. I was just like, you know,
we could have been friends, or we would have.
it's exhibition. I mean, the thing is, people are saying, you know, Ali did exhibition. People are saying that, you know, other fighters did exhibition fights. But the thing is, it was like a different time and different day that they were doing it. You know, they were really like spectacles. You know, like
I agree. That's actually a good point. That's a good
Ali
point.
had that guy kicking him. You know, he had that guy literally trying to kick him. You know what I mean? Like that. And then you had like, I think you had Ali fight a football player, basically. You know, those were really spectacles, man. And you had to realize that there wasn't as much money back then as there is now in boxing. So, I mean, like, honestly, like Floyd shouldn't have to do that. You know, Floyd shouldn't have to like do it for 9 million. Now, I don't know if he's hurting for money or anything like that, but it's still like kind of ridiculous in my opinion.
Look, man, why would you need to do that for only 9 million? You know what I mean? I honestly think maybe he is hurting. Not hurting to a point like a regular person would be hurting. You get what I'm saying? But like maybe like kind of like 78 and Black Fight Fan was elaborating on when they were saying like, you know how Floyd, he'll spend like this amount of money on a watch or a coat or something like that. You have to be able to keep maintaining that. What was it, an $800 watch or $14
million watch? It was like $14 million.
$14 million watch. I mean, sorry.
Yeah, it was like $14 million that he spent on it. You know, he spent a lot of money, man, and he doesn't need to spend that money on a watch. You know, for real.
That's just it's kind of crazy to me, man.
And then another thing too, man, like I'm wondering, okay, you say you have these investments, man, like what, these investments aren't like yielding any fruit, or what's the problem, man? You say he got real estate and all that. What's the
real
problem?
Estate, you got the girl collection.
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
Somebody told me, man, cranberry juice in there was like $50.
Yeah, someone told me too. Like someone said that they went there, man, and they paid like $75 for some cranberry juices, for like a couple of cranberry juices. You know, that's what they said, man. They said that. I don't know why for some cranberry juice, man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is very ridiculous.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I don't know what Floyd is up to, man. He talking about fighting Pacquiao now.
Nah, I heard that he said that he isn't gonna fight Pacquiao. I heard that he was actually trying to contact Khabib. I mean, unless you know some new news that I didn't hear. I heard he's trying to contact Khabib's manager. He really wants to make that fight.
This new dude need to just stop it, man. For real. He just needs to chill out. I respect Floyd as a fighter. I like him as a fighter. I like him. I think he's one of my favorite boxers. Okay, I'll say that. Like,
yeah, he's mine too.
By far. But he needs to chill out, man. For real, promote his fighters. Fighters are gonna make you money. That's the thing. Like, why are you promoting fighters when they're gonna make you money, bro? I don't get that.
I guess they're not making him enough.
Well, he's not putting them in positions to do it, man. That's the problem too. That's the main problem, man. He ain't putting them in a position. He ain't getting them those fights. You know? I was thinking about like getting like Floyd like one of the hats, like the TMT hats, but I can't really do it no more, man, because this guy is really kind
Talking
of
about
like,
the TMT hat.
yeah, man, he really pushing my nerves now with his antics, man. Like he already had like I think like already 3 fighters left Mayweather Promotions, man.
Yeah. And that, I think that was this year alone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, man, come on, man. If 3 fighters are leaving, can't you see something's wrong? That's the thing. So that's why I'm not gonna. If Floyd fights Khabib, it will be very hard for me to watch it. I'll say it like that. If they actually make that fight and it happens, I'm not gonna watch it, man.
Looking back on everything.
But what do you think about that whole tension fight? What do you think?
I can't believe that I'm finally gonna get the surgery that I
thought it was hilarious.
You thought it was hilarious? What did you think was hilarious about it?
When he cried. When a grown man, I don't care what nationality, race, religion you are, when I see a grown man cries, you know what I mean? Especially if I know that it's, you know, it's like you crying because you got beat up. Like, it's not even like he was crying because, like, you know, like when dudes win a world title and they start crying or something of that nature, like you just cry because you got your ass whipped.
Yeah. No, I understand.
And I understand completely. I was like, Floyd really robbed the bank again. And I was just thinking about it in my head, like, Floyd really robbed the bank again. Like,
yeah, he did, man.
Him and Nostrils.
Yeah, Nostrils did rob the bank with him. Yeah. Yeah, Nostrils, his whatchamacallit, Nostrils looks like Nostrils, he looks like a his nose looks like a spaceship almost.
It looked like no, his nose looked like, remember the 64 controller?
Yeah, it does. It does favor a 64 controller. You're right. It favors a 64 controller. Yeah, I was just thinking about a spaceship from Star Wars that it looked like.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it kind of looks like one of them.
Yeah, that the Emperor and the motherfuckers was using.
Yeah, that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so, yeah, man. I don't know if any other boxing news that's came in really.
Oh yeah, Pacquiao said since Mayweather isn't going to fight him, he wants the winner of Errol Spence and Mikey.
Well, I don't know if he wants to retire like that.
Look, I guess Black Fight Fan called it from the get-go. He said that Errol Spence is eventually going to be the guy you have to go to for some commas.
Yeah, that's true.
And if Pacquiao does that, I have to take back things that I said about Pacquiao too. If Pacquiao goes out fighting Errol Spence, I gotta give him a lot more credit. I will never say another bad thing about Pacquiao again.
Yeah.
Even when he was on the juice and he was popping the, I don't say on the juice, popping the bean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would completely have to give him credit. You know, I really would. I agree with 78 and Black Fight Fan on it 100%. I don't think I can say anything bad about him no more because I kept complaining about him not wanting to fight these young hungry lions.
Right.
Yeah. But
he's
it's a last hoorah for him, you know, because, you know, Bob Arum took all his money, so he just got to recuperate. He got to, like, get his losses back, basically.
Well, that Earl Spence fight would sell out big time.
Yeah, it would.
They could do that right in Dallas.
Again. Yeah, it would.
what the challenge was.
Yeah, it would sell out there. And I think what's gonna happen with Canelo, he's probably gonna fight David Lemieux at 168. That's what it's looking like.
Oh man, nah, I'm praying that actually the Danny Jacob fight can happen. I hope that it ain't a whole bunch of yes men and a whole bunch of manipulators. You know what I mean? In that whole business deal, because they said that the fight is close to being done, but that doesn't mean that just because it's close to being done.
I don't think it's done though, because
I said that. I said it's close to being done, but even if it's close to being done, that doesn't mean that it's going to happen, because any little thing could you know what I mean? He could be like, Canelo's really acting like a diva right here because of what he's put. And we know how Canelo's contracts be, fooling. He'll tell you you can't put your trainer or something.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm reading here, and it seems like it's just hot air.
Oh, it's hot air? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Look, because hold on. Hold on. He's saying that we're trying to make the Canelo fight. Trying, that means I don't think they're getting anywhere. Oscar's gonna do what he wanna do.
But usually when you don't hear about something, that's a good sign.
Yeah, somewhat, yeah.
Yeah, because that means that you're not allowed to really talk while you're making the contracts and stuff like that. But we'll see. You're right. I wouldn't be surprised if he took another scapegoat or
Yeah.
We know how Canelo do.
Yeah, exactly. But what about New Year? Talk more about that. How was that for you? You went to the hookah bar. What happened at the hookah bar?
Well, I got dragged out the house.
Yeah.
And it was an interesting atmosphere. I went out there. It's a lot of not a nice looking ladies. Of course, I couldn't look at nobody. I would have got shot. It was a nice little spot. I mean, me personally, like I said, I don't really party like that. I drunk my little Moet. Before I went to the party. I mean, 'cause I know they didn't sell that in that bar. My boo and her homegirls was there in the spot, and I was dancing with my girl. We was dancing to some reggaeton. They had a little hip hop.
Okay.
It was a nice little atmosphere. It was really Dominicaned out. You know how Dominican girls do.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for sure. Did you or her smoke any hookah or no?
I don't smoke hookah.
Okay.
I just be. You know what's crazy? I be around 1,000,001 smokers, people that smoke hookah and stuff like that. But I could just be there, just chill. I wasn't even drinking in there because, like I told you, I only really drink champagne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't drink no hard liquor, man.
Yeah.
That's the honest truth. Like, so if we was ever to hang together, I would have to get my own little bottle of Moet, and then I would go into the club with you, and you wouldn't see me drinking.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I definitely feel it.
Unless they sell Moet in the club. Some clubs, they do it. You know what I mean? I don't like their prices, though.
Yeah.
If you buy a bottle in the club, that's going to run you like $2.50, $1.50.
Yeah.
And the bottle really worth like $74.
I still can't get over that Mayweather price for some cranberry juice at his joint. Just regular cranberry juice will run you around $50 at the Mayweather Club at his little gentleman spot.
What's up, Lala D? I see you in the chat. She said, "What's up, Fooler?"
Oh, tell her I said what's up to her, or she can hear me. Yeah.
What was you doing in the chat last night? I hope y'all was behaving yourselves. I told y'all what I was doing.
1 to 10, the pain is like a 20.
Do people shoot? Nah, people don't shoot no guns in New York for New Year.
They do. They do.
Oh, they do. They do.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
I go for, but don't sit here and act like your state ain't crazy with the gun laws too.
Yeah.
Is strict with gun laws as New York.
Yeah, I know in whatchamacallit.
Gotta be careful shooting a gun out there.
I know in South Central they shoot guns.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I already could imagine.
Yeah.
They had blue stuff in it, and
Yeah, they shoot them a lot actually.
Is it a lot of gang culture out there?
Yeah, the California gang culture is crazy.
Like, have you ever like experienced it firsthand?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Remember one time, like, you know, it can go different ways. Like, if you be yourself, then it can work for you. They're not gonna bother you. They'll be cool with you. They'll actually come up to you and be like, "Yo, what's up? What's good? You good? You okay?" They'll be like, "Okay, yeah." But if you like try to walk with an image or something like that, but even then, if you try to wear if you wear the wrong hat, if you wear like a wrong hat, like say if you wear a pea cap and you're in a Crip hood, you're gonna get checked, even if you're not a gangbanger. You know, let's say if you wear a Philadelphia Phillies hat,
yeah,
you may have to take that off going into certain neighborhoods. You know,
yeah, somebody told me that. They was like, especially if it's a certain color.
Yeah, they're gonna set trip. They're gonna be like, "What are you doing?" You know, they're gonna be like, "Oh, what's your deal?" and stuff like that. And then another thing too. Let me see. Oh yeah, there's a lot of ethnic violence. So what will happen is, because there is like a lot of Hispanics here, mostly Mexicans.
Yeah, I heard that.
I heard that
in the town. Huh? Is that true, Fuller?
What's up?
I heard that the Mexicans be running the town now.
They don't really run the town, but they have the bigger numbers. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll say that they have bigger numbers, but they don't want to see us one-on-one or no fair ones. They don't want to have no fair ones with us, because they know if they did, you know, it's no contest. They're getting smoked.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of gang culture out here in New York, from the city to the burbs. Like, it's a lot of bloods, and like they really adopted that California culture. And battle rifle, yes. The answer is yes, sir. Yes.
What did battle rifle ask?
He asked, "Am I looking to turn pro soon?" I said, "Yes, sir."
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Another thing too is that the prison culture carries over to the gang culture, because in prison,
it's crazy. That's the same thing in New York.
In prison, right? They have it so segregated. So you'll have like blacks, you'll have like whites, you'll have like Mexicans. But the crazy thing is with the Mexicans is the Mexicans will side with the white people. They'll be like, okay, this is who we function with. So they'll be getting along with them. They'll be doing all this, eating with them and stuff like that. Okay. Now, there's certain groups of Mexicans, though, that don't like each other, right? So you'll have like Mexicans from Northern California. They won't get along with Mexicans from Southern California, right? And the Mexicans from Northern California will roll with black people, okay? Then you have Mexicans from Fresno who will roll with black people too. So it's like a whole kind of dynamic, and that goes to the street too. For example, my Puerto Rican guys, my Dominican guys, the Cubans I know out here and stuff like that, they'll feel more cool with me than they will Mexicans, because Mexicans don't mess with them like that. And Mexicans may try to like go after them, you know, even if they speak the same language, you know. So it's kind of complex how
Okay.
how it works out here. It's like really complex, you know. I mean, if we look at history, technically California, Texas, Arizona, those places were Mexico, you know, technically speaking. So that's why they feel like they have like a say so in it, you know, because it originally belonged to them. You know what I mean? But they still don't want no smoke with us. So,
and my fault to my bro D-Lo 404. I just peeped that you was in the chat. What's good, brother? It's always good to holla. You know, last time I was at ATL was in 2008 too.
Smash his little kid.
It was lit out there too. I was at a carnival, all of that. It was lit. Everybody was so nice out there in Atlanta. Ain't like New York. Ain't like
I honestly think New York people are some of the nicest people in the world.
Oh,
the reason why is because they'll tell you how it is. They'll tell you how it is. That's what I like about
that. You ain't lying about that.
And then another thing I like too is I feel that like people say California people are laid back, but not really, dude. Like honestly, California people be tripping off of the most smallest things, whereas people in New York, they seem more laid back, honestly. You know, for me, New York, East Coast people that I've ran into, for the most part, they're way more chiller than people from California. You know, that's how I think.
Surgery,
that's just my opinion, though.
I was constantly teased about it and became a party trick that I hated doing. Now, because of the surgery,
you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Nah, because I was reading. Okay. I was reading the chat. Yeah, people in.
Oh, what did the chat say? What did the chat say?
Tip weight as well. He said Battle Rifle said people in New York tip weight as well. I mean, you know what? I can't even take that as you trying to get at me, because I'm not even gonna lie. I went to go get some takeout today. Got me a little vegan burger.
Okay.
And when I was in Fridays, and I tipped I tipped the girl like $5. She was like, "Damn."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She kind of was surprised at that.
Yeah, you shouldn't be surprised, Ma. Mm-hmm. What you getting in the game for? We ain't coming here to have crumbs on the plate.
I feel you, man. I definitely feel you. Well, you can probably explain this better to me than anybody else. What is the prison politics like in New York? Like, do Ricans?
Yeah, I swear, I think they took everything from Cali. I mean,
really? So Ricans, like for example, Ricans and Dominicans are separate from blacks?
Nah, not really. We don't really got that. Like how y'all, like how I'm not going. Yeah, like how Cali is. We more like. I'll be honest though. One thing I will say though, the Puerto Ricans stick more tighter with us than I would say that the Dominicans do. The Dominicans kind of do their own thing, but I noticed something because you know I dated a lot of Dominican chicks and things like that. On this moment, Fula. Oh shoot, he done. Oh, they wrapped my son up. Damn. But anyway, yeah, man. In New York, we don't really have battle rifle. What you mean you in the car, man? You driving drunk? I don't know battle rifle. I don't know if I would trust you in the V dub, as we call it. You look like you crazy. You gotta think about your name, bro. It's battle rifle. I know you try to stay away from the gang coaching stuff like that, what you told me, but with a name like battle rifle, I don't know, man. Look like you be getting into that action. Fool, I don't know where you went, man. Oh man, my man 503 Lion, the young lion is in the building. I see you in the chat, champ. How you drinking for battle rifle? See, man, I'm worried about you. How you drinking, driving, and texting? That's why I said I couldn't be in the V dub with you, family. You hurt? You know what I'm saying? Like dudes like you be wilding. You a firecracker, God. Like that's crazy. You can't be doing all three things at once. That's too much multitasking. Exactly. 503. See, 503. Let 503 give you some game because 503 is a responsible adult. You know what I mean? He take care of his peoples, do what he got to do. You know what I mean? He wouldn't be doing that. He got kids. He ain't gonna be doing all of that you doing. He said the 503 say you better be drinking water. 503 in character, man. He said you better be drinking water. Yeah, you better be drinking Aquafina. You know what I'm saying? Better not be sipping that Texas tea, that scissor. That was my track, yo, when I was a kid. That sipping on some scissor. I felt blue blood when he said that. I was jacking that too as a kid. Just the hook alone. I ain't even care about none of the verses. Just that hook. Yeah, but we out here, man. Yeah, so I want to touch more on that Pacquiao Earl Spence thing. I feel like this. I got a lot of respect and admiration for Pacquiao if he actually does it. If he blowing real hot air, we can't get that man respect. But if son is keeping it hood and he's saying like, I really want to fight Earl Spence, the winner, Earl and Mikey, and I know he praying to God that Mikey, it's not gonna happen. But I know he's hoping and praying on the shooting star that somehow Earl Spence got a stomach ache and Mikey hit him, you know what I mean, somewhere and I don't even think he could hurt him down there. I don't know, man. I just can't see Mikey doing anything with Earl. I'm not even hating. I'm just being dead serious. I look at it this way, though. I look at it as this. Anybody got a fighter's chance. It is the sport of boxing. It's pugilism. But at the same time, I look at it as this also. If when Mikey loses and he gets stopped, I see him getting stopped. He possibly could get knocked out. Who knows? I feel like if he goes and tries to fight somebody else, I don't think he's not going to be the same. He's not going to be the same. It's going to be one of those situations where it looks crazy. Like right after you fight this person, the next person hurts you real bad, worse than the person that you just got done fighting, only because the person that you just got done fighting took a lot out of you. So that's what I believe is going to happen. But I respect Mikey for really taking the fight. I got much admiration for him. You know, a lot of people wouldn't have done that. We have to take that into account. Like a lot of people wouldn't have just been like, okay, let me get Earl Spence. Nobody was raising their hand for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They didn't want to fight Leatherface. They didn't want to fight Leatherface. Yeah, I remember what Leatherface was doing to motherfuckers in the movie. Excuse my language. Leatherface was like 6'2.5", 260 pounds, running with a chainsaw. Like, bro, you know, that movie used to always bug me out, man. Like, Leatherface was underrated.
My bad, I got kicked off.
Yeah, I know they wrapped you up. I seen it.
Yeah, but what were you talking about? Or what are you talking about right now?
I was basically, I got back on boxing. I was talking about I was comparing, and I said how Earl Texas Chainsaw Massacre to this shit. Like he was my sauce.
You said what?
I said, you remember Leatherface was damn near about 6'2.5", probably 280, 260, running with so full speed. So that's Earl.
Yeah, pretty much. Until proven otherwise. That's the thing. I'm not saying that nobody can beat Earl Spence. I'm just saying, when can we see a guy who can potentially beat him fight him? You know, that's what I'm asking. You know,
I mean, you know what's crazy? When I was at work, one of my dudes that's Mexican was saying, "Yo, are you gonna go to Dallas to go see the fight?" I kept telling him I want to go. He's like, I know, Mikey's gonna win. I said, you don't even believe that. I told him, you don't even believe that.
Yeah, I mean,
that's equivalent to Robert Garcia saying that he gonna take his girl.
Well, the thing is people are saying, like, they're comparing it to, what Roberto Duran did with Sugar Ray Leonard. But the thing is, that was a different breed of dog back then. Mikey Garcia is not Roberto Duran. You know what I mean? In fact, if
goddamn Roberto Duran. So whoever said that is capping, like we say in New York. You're all caps. Stop.
No, that's why that when they compare it, you can't compare it because, as I said, you're dealing with a different breed of animal. Roberto Duran, he can box and brawl. Mikey Garcia, he's a decent boxer, but you haven't really seen him in no dog fight, really. The last fights I remember him, I mean, even Mikey Garcia said Floyd Mayweather influences his style, That's what he said.
Well, he don't look nothing like Floyd.
This is what he said.
Come on.
That's what he said.
Come on, bro.
Or his brother said that, It was either him or his brother who said that, That's what I'm saying, So this is, it's not going to work like how he wants it to work.
He said, I agree with you, homie. 501. I agree with you. It's another 5-0. I think Roberto Duran would destroy Mikey. Easy.
He would beat the he would
And he
wash.
would be talking, he would be cursing him out in Spanish the whole time.
He will wash whatchamacallit. He would wash Mikey Garcia, bro. It wouldn't even be a contest. He would wash that dude, man. It wouldn't he wouldn't have nothing for no Roberto Duran, man. For real. There was nothing. He would have nothing for him, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, man. Errol Spence, until we see it, or until someone steps up to give him a good fight, I still think he's...
Hold on, I gotta keep going. I gotta send 503 a link.
No, I'll be right back. As a matter of fact, hold on.
Oh man, I needed you to keep the show going.
Hold on, just give me 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, man. I don't know why people even play around like that, thinking that Earl. Like, come on, man. Like I said, like I was telling KQKC, man. Like, come on, man. That's a real tall task for Mikey. I'm not trying to say Earl is invincible and stuff. Well, actually, I could say that Earl is kind of invincible right now. Like he said to Terrence, I am the boogeyman. You know, like who I'm even trying to think like realistically who like could I just can't see it. It got to be in a higher weight division to even give Earl like a good challenge. What's good, 503? What's good, champ?
What's good, son? hey, how long are you gonna be on for champ?
I was trying. What time does World Breaker usually come on?
I don't know. That you know that nigga. He unpredictable, man. You don't know what World Breaker gonna do.
You're right. I'm gonna be on for a little bit. I'll at least be on to about 10, maybe 11.
All right, look, I'm about to I'm gonna mute myself, bro. I'm finna hop in the shower right quick, champ.
All right, go ahead. Do you, man? Do you?
I'm gonna jump back on though. Give me like 15 minutes.
All right. Yeah, man. But Earl right now at 147 is really the truth.
Yeah, he is. Until proven otherwise. Until proven otherwise, that's all we have to go on. You know? Even the Kell Brook fight, he said he wasn't at the height of his powers.
He wasn't even happy about the win, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's how you know you remember. That's something. See, you know that I would have had that type of mentality, Fuller. If I would have beat somebody like what's his name, Alberto Machado, and I would have got the regular WBA belt, I'd have gave it to my sister.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I'd have gave it to my sister. I wouldn't have been walking.
I don't know if Alberto Machado is the goods, man. That's the thing.
He fought a dude that came from 126. See, that's the thing, man. Like, I don't know, man. These dudes from 126 be looking crazy small. They be making me, and I'm not even a big dude like that. They be making me feel like a giant, though.
I think, honestly, I think the best prospect at, I think he fights at 130. I think the best prospect, I think the best prospect is Josue Vargas. That's what I think. From what I see, Mayweather made a mistake for like letting him go, basically letting him go to top rank. I think Jose Vargas got something, but we got to see what he looks like.
Jesse Vargas?
No, Josue Vargas.
Josue Vargas. Yeah, okay. I seen him and Tank sparring. I ain't gonna front. Tank was beating his ass.
Tank was giving him the work, was giving him the blues.
He hit Tank with a nice one too, though. What you playing, Madden, Mac? Or FIFA?
I ain't playing. It's my Longhorns is playing.
Oh, my fault.
Game.
Yeah, let me see what. I think he fight at 130. Let me see.
He look kind of big though.
Let me see what he fight at. Yeah, he fight at super lightweight.
Oh, super lightweight. So then he's 140.
Yeah, super lightweight.
Hey, so y'all know I dropped that Mikey Garcia video.
What happened?
I mean, I dropped that Earl Spence video on YouTube and on Instagram.
Oh, you did?
I've seen so many people starting to make videos off of my content, man. I feel. You know what I'm saying? I feel good about that right now.
They're biting your style, bro.
Barbershop Conversations like my Instagram post, and now he just made a video about my Instagram post. What else? I'm telling you. Love it.
Ron Finkley was good, champ.
I'm getting more hate because I made a video about Rigondeaux coming back, and I also talked about some other Cuban prospects. Like there's this one guy, but I think he's getting his situation worked out so he can fight pro. His name is Robeisy Ramirez, and he fought he beat Shakur Stevenson in the Olympics, but granted that's amateur. But he got a pro.
Wait, that was the one that put a gold medal? The Cuban?
Yeah, he got a friendly style though. Like he has a pro friendly style. But this guy out of nowhere is going to come comment on the post and say that, oh, Rigondeaux can do a lot more things better than such as holding less. But to be honest, that Lomachenko fight was the only time I saw him hold so much. That's the only time I saw him hold a lot, which leads me to believe that the fight was fixed. I'm just saying. Since when does Rigondeaux hold that much, bro? That's just what I think, personally.
And it took him so long to come back. It's possible.
I think so, bro. Never trust Bob Arum. When have we known to trust him? That's why I think it was fishy. So we gotta wait and see, you know. There's another prospect though I'm looking at. His name's Abraham Nova. He looks like he's the goods too. He looks like he got something.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks like he's another guy that has the goods, you know, and he's undefeated still. So, but all the prospects should leave Golden Boy because half of them are inactive now. Have you heard of that guy Rashidi Ellis? Have you heard of him?
Yeah, I heard of him.
Bro, when's the last time he fought?
They too worried about rah-rah.
He on Golden Boy, bro.
Yeah, but they too worried about that rah-rah Garcia kid.
That's true. Now, honestly, what do you think of him in the panel? What do you think of Ryan Garcia?
Mac, you want to go first?
He's an overrated prospect.
Is there one thing that
right now?
Huh? He's just an overrated prospect in my eyes. Like real talk, he's overrated.
Do you think he does anything good or not?
Depending on what you mean by good. If you talking Golden Boy good, we'll find a bunch of bones to build your
You say
name
he's
up.
talking. Mac is. He said he's talking the boy good.
You know, he might be.
What does that mean?
What does Golden Boy good mean? Golden Boy good mean that they gonna do anything to protect him, and he gonna fight a bunch of second tier fighters to build him up and build his name up, and to get a belt, and defend the belt a few times before he actually fight somebody real that's gonna take him out. But they might develop him to where by the time he do fight a top tier talent, he might be ready. So Golden Boy good, yeah, protection. The Golden Boy protection plan, Golden Boy good.
Now, do you think they're banking off his looks more than anything else? Because
no, they're not banking off his looks. They're banking off his popularity. His popularity being that he has over 1 million Facebook. Followers on Instagram and Facebook. Like Ryan Garcia is real popular.
Because quiet as it's kept, there's better fighters on Golden Boy than Ryan Garcia, but we don't know about them.
Yeah.
Like that Rashidi Ellis guy is better than Ryan Garcia by far. By miles.
Like, Ryan Garcia got 1.6 million Instagram followers, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Hold on. But he's 17-0 with 14 knockouts, and we still talking about, and we still say he's an overrated prospect because the moment he finally fought upper tier fighters, he had a rough time, handling it. A fighter that he should have handled and got out real easily. He had a rough time with him.
He had a rough time with a fast food worker, bro. And all the fast food worker was doing was holding. That's all he was doing. He just held most of the fight. And he went the whole, I think, 12 rounds with him. That's what I mean, I don't know why he was so difficult, bro. He wasn't even throwing no punches.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Holding the whole time.
I know we've seen crazy cases before.
Yeah.
But this is something the wildest imaginable.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, man.
She makes her living based on her large.
I like prospect.
Now I will say this. At the end of the day, if this trainer that he's with now actually fix
Canelo's trainer,
and fix some of the problems, then I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I got to see his next. He can keep fighting scrubs like the Lavender Luchador he just fought. He needs to fight somebody for real.
You know what was funny about him? He tried to do the bolo punch. I'm like, this dude was sipping on. This guy has something to drink before he fought him. I'm like, who? Like the way he was fighting, I'm like, wow. And he still had difficulty with him. That's the sad thing. He could have walked that dude down, honestly. I mean, I don't know, man. I have no idea what to think about that guy.
Encourage fluid. I know I have and the boobs get bigger and bigger.
What else is going on in the boxing world, though?
I told the Mac about Pacquiao and Earl.
This when I was approximately 25. I just swimsuit and convention modeling.
Yeah, that's a possibility right now. Pacquiao said if he beat Adrian Broner, then he wants the winner of Earl Spence Mikey Garcia, which he hopes is Earl.
Well, I mean, I respect him for that, but we all know what's going to happen, but respect is due for him manning up, Now, who would you guys compare Earl Spence's style to?
I can't really, maybe Mike McCallum, body snatcher.
No, that's not.
Not too much. I ain't say too much. I'm just saying slightly. because of the body work. But other than that, I can't really compare him to nobody. Earl has his own style to me personally.
He does.
He has his own style. Like I'll never forget when I watched him fight Phil LaGreco. That fight still make me laugh, and I can never get Chris Bird's voice out of my head. Get off his head, Earl. He's like, all right, I got off his head, hit him with a right hook, and dropped him.
Straight implant, correct?
Yes.
Tell us what happened next.
The one fight I remember with Earl, I'm like, man, why'd you do him like that, Earl? You didn't have to do him that badly. Was when he fought the guy who I think his name was Van Heerding or something.
Oh yeah. I was going. That's crazy. I actually was thinking that too. I was going to say that is another fight I do think about too.
Like that guy was getting hit. That guy was getting hit with some bombs.
But see that fight. Did you hear Earl? That's how I knew Earl was going to be a beast. I watched that fight too. Did you hear like Earl's punches sound different than his opponents?
He was getting hit with some bombs, and then that guy was shaking his head like that they didn't hurt. And then Earl Spence hit him in the body when he showboating. Like Earl Spence did not care about the showboating.
Why does Leatherface look Fooler? Why does Leatherface need to duck anybody strategically when his punches is sounding like that? Shit, the way I'm defending him, you would have thought I was from Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably defend him more than dudes from Texas. Like, well, he was born in New York, but he from Texas, though.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and you may think I'm a hater or anything and stuff like that. It's just I don't like there's certain things about Terrence Crawford that I don't like how he does it.
You got a right to that.
It's just certain things he does that I don't like how he does them, because if you're saying in one instance, like on Twitter, you're like saying we offered Danny Garcia this fight, he didn't want to take the fight and stuff like that. But in another instance, you're saying after a fight you had, oh, it's up to who my promoter lets me fight. But I want to fight everybody, but it's up to my promoter. But you're not saying no names. Kind of not convincing me. You know, it's just not really convincing.
He didn't convince me when they met up with each other. I love my bro BFTB to death, but he didn't. I'm telling you, Terrence Crawford. I'm gonna keep it real though. Earl looked like he was on some goon shit, man. He had the hood open. He had the hood open.
When you make a personal drive to Oklahoma, bro, from Texas, you is on some goon shit, man. That's like you going to Connecticut or something.
Word. I did that before. I went to the Maury show like that. It's probably me and two of my boys. That was it. After we came from the Maury show, we chilled to link up with these girls. We was in their hood and all of that.
And then another thing too that really kind of said, okay, I had to sit back and think about it. I'm like, okay, well, let me sit back and think about it. Terrence Crawford completely I don't even like Keith Once Upon a Time Thurman. But Keith Once Upon a Time Thurman shredded Terrence Crawford at welterweight.
I ain't gonna lie. See, with that, I ain't Keith, man. Fuck Keith, man. Cause fight him. Fight him.
He said, I don't like Keith Once Upon a Time Thurman. I don't like him, okay? Don't get it twisted.
I know you don't.
Did you used to like Keith Thurman before all this? Before Earl Spence came onto the scene? Because I know Act did.
No, look. I told you 503. I said I did like Keith Thurman, but it was never that serious. And I never, like I told you, I will bring my boy and he will tell you. Act was telling us about Earl. Like I bet I'm telling you, I'm mad at Keith Thurman because he messed up my money 503. I told you that. I had $100 each with all of my boys. All of my boys was picking Keith Thurman over Earl Spence. I basically had $300 because I bet all three of them $100 a piece. And this is when Floyd was saying fight my friend Earl Spence that I already had knew about Earl. He didn't know about Earl. I already had knew about, but I didn't like Keith Thurman. I'm not gonna cap. I did
Okay,
like
look.
Keith Thurman, but I didn't like him more than Earl. I already knew that Earl was a tall task for anybody, even back then. Because I watched the Chris Van Heerden fight. I watched the Phil LaGreco fight when he first got signed up with Allen. You know what I mean? Like I watched a lot of Earl's fights, man. I watch a lot of dudes, man. A lot of people wouldn't expect me to watch.
Okay, Keith Thurman ripped Terrence Crawford at welterweight. Terrence Crawford didn't say anything.
Forget all of this. What we think, because that's how I feel about when you saying that Earl Spence is picking and choosing, and not you saying, I'm just in general. You know what I mean? Strategically ducking, however people want to say it. If you still saying Earl's going to win, what is the point? What is the point, bro? There's no point. Because if you think Earl's going to win, the end result of Earl's going to be winning, there's no point of us even resonating that. Because at the end of the day, Earl is going to win. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be in brutal fashion or not. Usually, I could look at my crystal ball and tell you if somebody going to end it. Because I think that I got to give Terrence Crawford credit. Terrence Crawford could scrap. I could tell you that Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua is going to end in brutal fashion. Because if fucking old ass Klitschko could catch Joshua and clip him with a shot, then come on, man. Deontay Wilder is 100 times faster than him, and Joshua don't move his head.
And then another thing that like kind of irks me about Terrence Crawford is Bomac. Like Bomac, blah 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 blah. It's like he talks too much. You don't hear Errol Spence's trainer talking like that. That dude just gets down to it. It's like Bomac is Terrence Crawford's mouthpiece, man. At times.
But I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like that about them. I like that. We need somebody like that, bro. We need somebody that'll rattle the cages of people. Like I like that about Terrence Crawford. Just like when they asked Tank Davis, and a matter of fact, was it Ellie? I don't remember who asked, and they was like. They asked Tank. They said, "Who you think will win a fight between Bud and Spence?" He was like, "I've been saying that Earl will stop Bud," and he said, "Just like Earl picked me to stop Tevin Farmer and Loma." And then and guess who G checked him quick, fast, and in a hurry?
Terrence Crawford
on Twitter, and I was jacking that. Like we say in New York, I was jacking that. You know what I'm saying?
I would check him back then.
He did. They went back and forth on Twitter. He said to him like, he was like, "Yo, Tank, you saying that Earl will stop me, but I'll stop you." This is that and the third. And you know what Tank says? See, I don't like Tank saying that, man. Just set up a sparring session, bro, or something. You blow up to 170 anyway. The highest I ever seen Terrence Crawford was 177. So y'all ain't too far off. He said to him, and then Tank responded back and said, "If you put your hands on me, I promise it'll be the last time." He said the same thing to Mel Charlo.
Now, anybody on the panel, do you think Errol Spence is flat-footed, or do you think Errol Spence just sits down on his punches? Because for me, Errol Spence moves around the ring.
I'll let the Houston Hardheaders answer that.
Man, you better go watch his footwork, bro. That boy got some hella fine footwork, man. Like for real. Go pay attention,
bro. Hold on. I'm finna dead that whole conversation right now, man. If you was a safety in high school or you played cornerback in high school, your footwork had to be on the level of a wide receiver or a quarterback or a running back. You cannot be flat-footed playing a strong safety or a free safety in football, man. And he translated that same movement in boxing. Earl just sit down on all his punches, dog. That's all it is. Every punch has bad intentions, whether it's a hook to the body, the straight right jab, right hook, the left hand, all that shit got bad intentions on it, man. He turning all his punches.
You know, the difference between him and Mel is that Mel do a lot of head hunting. Earl goes to the body. He breaks you down from body to the head, back to the body.
Everything is behind the jab, bro. Everything. See, Mel used to do that good. Everything used to be behind the jab, but he lost that sight of that. See, Earl is strategic, dog. He break you down physically.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think he's a different breed, basically. You know? And I think, again, I'll say, I think Earl has defense that he doesn't get hit like that, bro. People really think he gets hit a lot. He does not get hit a lot.
You
just
know,
because it's not flashy. Huh?
But him and Terrence actually get hit the least in this generation of boxers, believe it or not. Even though it looks like Terrence gets hit a lot because he takes chances, I feel like Terrence only gets hit a lot when he's fighting a taller fighter. That's because the Jose Benavidez fight. I feel like that was the only reason why he got hit like that. He was taller. And one disadvantage I think I found with Terrence is it takes him a while to gauge the distance with a taller fighter. It takes him a little while. He's not like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather could find that distance and get that distance deception popping real quick.
I'm gonna tell you something too, Ack. He start off slow, bro. He don't get cooking to like third or fourth round, bro.
I agree 100% on that. He did start off slow in that Jose Benavidez fight.
He cannot do that against Earl Spence. I'm telling you right now. If he don't start cooking to like that fourth or fifth round, he gonna lose. I'm telling you.
It's true. It's true. The thing is, man, we've been talking about this a while and stuff like that about the whole Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. Everybody has their opinion. I respect their opinion and stuff like that, but I'm just going based off of the actions, man. And the actions is Terrence Crawford is being masked up by hand-picked top-ranked fighters. That's just the reality. I mean, his next opponent may be this nobody from Lithuania.
Okay. What you think about the Amir Khan fight? Because we talked about that on Stay Ready page. You think that's a good fight for Terrence?
I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, it's a good fight. It's a good fight, right? It's a really good fight. And if he wins in a convincing fashion, that's a good name to have on his resume. But, like, really, man, like, who did Amir Khan get knocked out by? And who did Amir Khan get stopped by? You know what I mean? We have to look at that. It's a good fight, though. Don't get me wrong. But if it were up to me to say it right now, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, and No Smoke Time, Sean Porter have better resumes at this point.
Oh man, can we stop saying Danny?
Hold on, Fuller.
Yeah, I'm. Go ahead, Mac. Go ahead, Mac. I can't hear
Danny Garcia has a better 140 record. He don't have a better welterweight.
There we go. If
we're gonna do that, then Danny Garcia does not have a better resume than Terrence Crawford, because Terrence Crawford was undisputed. When was Danny Garcia undisputed? Ever in his career, ever. Don't care how he did it. He did it. Danny Garcia does not have a better record than Terrence Crawford. I'm sorry, he don't. But we can't go off of resumes either. We got to go off of straight styles. Besides Earl Spence, who beat Terrence Crawford at 147?
If I had to choose, man, you guys may not agree with me, bro, but I have to say that, you know, if Keith Thurman was one time, if Keith Thurman was one-time Thurman, like the one-time Thurman, then I would give him a shot. Okay,
But that's the thing. You
that
got
don't mean you think he's gonna win.
No, but see, that's giving him a shot, and that's if it was
Yeah.
the fifth. You got to go all the way back to where he was one time. When the last time he been one time? He ain't knocked nobody out in 5 years. When the
That's
last
true.
time was he one time?
It's been a while since he's been one time. It's been a while since he's been one time. Who do you guys think besides Earl Spence beats him at 147? Who would you say?
No, I haven't even done that.
Nobody.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I don't really see Earl.
Hey, I'm gonna be real. I might say I'm reaching, but I think
You gonna say Sean Porter, huh?
Nah, fuck no. Hey, Mac, you trying to shoot my credibility in the foot, bro?
No, because I'm gonna tell you, Sean Porter, because Sean Porter is a workhorse. Sean Porter got a chin.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
And Terrence Crawford gonna close that boy eyes up, man.
If Terrence Crawford let small ass Sean Porter get on the inside and work the inside,
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very
ain't gonna
tough.
be able to throw the punches the way he want to throw the punches. Terrence Crawford gonna have
It's
to
gonna be a long night.
utilize the distance. So to be honest with you, Sean Porter probably have the best stylistically. I'm not saying Sean Porter win, but Sean Porter give him some trouble and it can make it hard for him to get that fight.
Now I feel you, but I wasn't even gonna say Sean Porter. I think Jerron Anderson is a tough fight for Terrence Crawford, bro.
Hell yeah, he is. You're damn right he is.
Hell yeah, Jerron Anderson will be a tough
fight. I'm not saying that the boy will win, but shit, he might can pull it out. He might can do it.
You know what? You are very right. I didn't even think about that because when I look at Jerron Ennis, he's a pretty big welterweight. He's fast. He has knockout power. He has just as good as footwork, and he can switch hit. You know what, 503? You're absolutely right, and I agree with you 100%.
6'1", my guy. He's 6'1".
A little bit more experience, just a little bit. I don't think that he's not going to be at the cream of the crop. He definitely going to be the cream to rise to the top, maybe in the next, generation of fighters at welterweight. But I think
no, bro, no. He's not. He is coming for a title in 2019, bro. They are already talking. Go on Instagram. It's Instagram. They saying he coming for a title at 147.
Damn.
I'm telling you, bro. He won't smoke right now. He already 22-0, bro. So
yeah.
How many more Ubers is you gonna fight, God?
Yep.
Come on, you say it all the time. How many more Ubers is you gonna fight? Anthony Joshua was a champion at what? 18-0, 19-0?
Nah, you right. Because I feel that way about Anthony Yard at 175. So you right. I can't. You right. Shit, fuck it. Go for it. I don't know.
I'm just going by what they say on Instagram. His homies hyping him up. They saying he going for a title. I put him on the Smoke City Instagram. They say he getting a title this year. I don't know, bro. So that's why I say 2019 is gonna be lit.
The thing is, bro, stylistically, I think he's a better athlete than Terrence Crawford. Honestly.
Nah, he's nice. He's nice with it though. I ain't going cap. He nice with it.
503. That's a very good point. That's a very, very good point.
B-Man, shout out to Mr. Finesse. I see y'all. That would be a good fight. I just want to know what rankings he's listed in because that could make a difference on who he's gonna fight. One thing I can say about Terrence Crawford is a smart fighter.
Right now, hold on.
Did you see the picture?
Oh damn, y'all went quiet on me.
Nah, he looking it up.
Yeah, Terrence Crawford is a smart fighter though, man.
Nobody is discounting Terrence Crawford. I respect him. He's a hell of a fighter. He's one of the best fighters. Okay, I understand all of that. But I'm just saying, under the circumstances, look at his circumstances. He's a top-ranked fighter. And, chances are we may never see him. And I'm just saying, these are just the chances. We may never see him against the guys who we say that maybe he can beat. You know, it's just the reality of it. You know, that's just it. Because I mean, he again, Top Rank has a tradition of top ranked fighters. You know, they did it with Manny Pacquiao, they did it with Miguel Cotto, they did it with everybody, man.
I said she did not sound sick to me.
So this is all I'm saying. You know, I don't know how you guys.
No, I ain't mad at you. You know, like I said, you entitled to your opinion. You know, I just think, you know, this Amir Khan. I honestly don't really care who Terrence Crawford fight, because I feel like at the end of the day, like it's gonna come down to him and Earl sooner than later. But I'm trying, like, outside of Earl, like I don't really got like a person that could, I know for sure. Jaron Ennis is nice. Look, I'm not taking nothing away from the brother, but sometimes experience can kill you. It ain't enough to just have athleticism. You just being experienced, and we know that because of Floyd taught us that time and time again. There was plenty of dudes that was probably more athletic than Floyd. Shit, Canelo was a built tank, but he just did not have the IQ. To be honest with you, in that fight, even though Floyd schooled him, that was the first fight I did not see Floyd land a pull counter in. Canelo did not let him land. Go back and watch that fight. Floyd was not able to land his famous pull counter on Canelo. I give Canelo that. And Floyd usually lands that on everybody. So there's certain things I go for. I could see Jaron Ennis giving you know, Terrence Crawford good work, but will he be able to last? Because
I look at Jaron Ennis,
when a fighter hasn't gone the whole 12 championship rounds, we kind of got to question him.
Okay, well, I look at Jaron Ennis, I see boxing IQ too, though. That's the thing. It's not like he.
You could win a fight. Look, you and Stay Ready could fight right now. If Stay Ready stamina is better than yours, you losing. Because he's going to keep throwing punches.
Say it again.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And you a fighter, and you know that.
I know.
I
know that.
For rip. I'm picking a dude. Look, if it comes down to a fight, right, and you tell me to pick a dude that could punch hard and a dude that got amazing stamina that his mom and dad blessed him with, who you think I'm going to go with? Me being intelligent. I'm going to go with the dude with stamina.
Yeah, I can see that. But I also have to take account to Jaron Ennis's punching power. He has power.
I'm not saying that, but we know that Crawford got a good chin.
Hey, I'm gonna say this: Earl Spence never went 12 rounds.
He been rocked, but he never been down. I'd rather get rocked than go down on the canvas.
Earl Spence went 10 rounds, right?
Yeah, 10 is the most he's ever went. He's never been 12 rounds ever in his career.
He's never had to, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
look at his knockout streak.
Because I heard about his sparring sessions.
He's on the 12.
He hasn't really
streak too.
Yeah, he hasn't really had to need to go 12 rounds though. He be stopping dudes early on. That's the thing about Earl Spence. The thing is about Earl Spence, man, he starts off early, man. He starts off very early. He's not a slow starter. His first intention, go to the body. Then after that, strategically work his way up. Then start bombing the head. You're ducking, avoiding shots to the head, and then what he's doing is he's catching you. So he's like, he already has it figured out, basically. And many people can't do nothing about it. That's just the bottom line.
Hey, I'm looking on BoxRec right now at Boots. It said in I think his last fight before he fought Serrano, when he fought Alvarez, he got the silver WBC belt. It says vacant World Boxing Council silver welterweight title. So
Also,
possibly.
he's in no. Also, he in the WBC clean, and he in the clean boxing program. That means. So that's what's up. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
it's not. It's not. I was trying to find him in the rankings, but they don't have him ranked in the WBC yet. But he got the silver belt, the silver welterweight title. So I don't know.
Well, maybe in the new
That's
year. Maybe.
And I'm not gonna lie, man. He got a 7-4 reach, so he don't have to fight in the inside to hurt you.
Yeah.
And he's southpaw.
Mm.
I don't know. And he gonna be problems for Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, man. He gonna give both them guys problems, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
So
It's true. I'll have to say that.
I didn't say that it wouldn't be entertaining for as long as it lasts. But we don't know. He ain't been tested. You know. I like him though.
yeah.
I don't want him to move too fast because I actually like Jaron Ennis. So I don't want him to move.
But come on, bro. If you a fighter, if you at world, if the people are saying if you knocking everybody out, you got over a 90% KO ratio. People are saying you got a world, you up for a world title. I mean, how can you move too fast? I mean, ain't you in the car mashing the gas?
No. You got a point. You got a point.
I'm just saying. I'm asking you
because you already. I would definitely have that self-confidence. Anyway, you know me, and not even just my team. It's just me as being myself. So I do got to look at it from a fighter aspect.
He's also ranked 44 in the world in welterweight.
He ranked 44
in the world in welterweight.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. See, I'm gonna say this, man. If he don't get no title shot in 2019, I definitely
hold on. And he don't and see, and you gotta know he didn't win the silver WBC title. He won the WBC United States silver title.
Okay, yeah.
What the hell is that?
No, that's a belt. That's like the North American title. That's like the Intercontinental Championship titles. Those are titles. The UBF title. Those are titles that get you ranked in these sanctioning bodies, so you can start moving up the rankings. Now you get incredible fights in these sanctioning bodies. They move you up. In order to get in these sanctioning bodies, you have to win those little small titles like that, like the UBF titles, like the United States title, like the Commonwealth titles. You have to win those type of titles in order to get ranked in the sanctioning bodies to move up that you really want. So when you're coming up, you have to win those titles. If you don't win those titles, you don't get ranked.
The thing is you know, if he knows he has it, he knows he has it. So I wouldn't. I think when people say, "Oh, he needs to be brought up slowly" and stuff like that, I think what it is like.
Act the only one that's saying that, champ.
No. But what I'm saying is just when you hear like other people like the pundits and the ESPN guys saying, "Oh, this guy needs to be brought up slowly," and he's still a prospect. The reason why they say that is because that guy can potentially beat their guy. That's why they say that. That's what it
is. I know he'll give Earl problems. Look, I'm gonna keep it real, man. I like Earl.
No, I'm talking about not you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about like
I'm just saying. No, I'm worried about nobody.
We get fucking.
No, look, because when you look at it, like even Abraham Nova, he said, "Yeah, I'll beat Ryan Garcia. He's easy work." And even another guy, Richardson Hitchens, he said, "Yeah, I'll beat Ryan Garcia. I sparred with him. He's easy work." Oscar has not said anything.
Battle Rifle want a link. My bad, full of Battle want a link.
Battle Rifle. I'm gonna give you a link, but don't be talking that. Don't be talking that some Tom Thurman trash. I'm messing with you. I'm about to give you a link. I got you.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Some of these guys know their guy can't win against this upcoming prospect, but But
I sent you a better right.
But they don't want to face the facts, you know. That's what it comes down to. So that's why they say things like bring him up slowly. Oh, he's not ready for this fight. This, that, and the other. You know?
I'm gonna be honest with you. So how do you feel about Anthony Yarden?
Man, that dude, for me, he hasn't really fought nobody, has he?
No. He was supposed to fight Budiani, however you say his name. Supposed to fight him, but oh boy, ended up retiring, man. And I don't know, man. My personal opinion, I think they holding Anthony Yard back, bro. I'm just gonna be real.
That's what I think too.
They holding the line back, man. I like Anthony Yard, but I'm gonna give Anthony Yard the benefit of the doubt because he didn't have that many amateur fights.
Mm-hmm.
So
but
you know,
but 503, this disagree with you at that amateur experience, bro. I'm telling you, man. David Benavidez only had 10 amateur fights, bro. And he became the world champion. E2, the Japanese dude that fight in my division at 130, had none. Beat Christopher Diaz. Christopher Diaz had like 200 and something. That's why I'll be trying to tell y'all, forget that amateur stuff. That it don't apply to pro, man. It does, but it don't. It depends on the person that you are. And I'll tell people that, anybody that. I'll argue anybody with that hell and back. Adrian Broner wasn't even extensive amateur like that. He became the first African-American to be a 4-time world champion that quick. So we can't really go off of amateur like that. I feel like the only time the amateurs matter is when you had like 200, 390 fights. That's the only time it really mattered. And that's not even a good thing. Because honestly, if 503 was my fighter, I would tell you, yo, bro, maybe from 9th to 10th grade, I have you banging, right? Then 12th and 11th, I have you graduate high school. You wouldn't be doing no fighting. And then going into like, once you graduate, we go into the Olympics. After the Olympics, whatever happens, we going pro. You know how much time your body had to recuperate and you not going retarded in the pros? You got to think about stuff like that. I don't think that shit is smart. That's why Tank sound like that. No offense, but I'm being real. Like, you can't be constantly getting hit on your head like that. Even if you got good defense, you're going to be taking a shot because there's going to be dudes that's taller than you. I don't really agree with that personally. Constantly going in the ring and getting hit. I think sometimes when you take a rest and a break, you come back even better. Because, like, look at that Brandon Adams dude on the Contender. He had, 3 years off? That's why he faded everybody. What's good, Abel Mahari?
What's good, man? How you doing?
Chilling.
Good, man.
Salute, my brother. Salute.
So you think Tank got a swollen brain, man? That's why he talk like that.
See, I can't remember. 503 type of dude, we be serious and he say something stupid, I wouldn't even be serious no more. I can't mess with 503, man. I'm done with 503.
I'm just saying, man. Sam Watson say he talk like that. That's how he talk, man. But you know, I don't know.
You probably right. You know what? I ain't gonna say that because I don't know him like that. You know what I mean? So he personally, he what he have like stay ready. He had like 290.
Who?
So I don't know. Tank had like 2-something amateur fights.
I don't know. Let me go look.
He had like 230.
So what are we talking about, guys?
Now we were just talking about first we was talking about Jerron Ennis, and you know, Ack was trying to coddle him and say that he ain't ready and all that. And I was telling him, you know, when you gonna be ready if you already got 20-some fights? And he was telling me like, it don't really matter how many amateur fights you got. You know, if you got it in you, then you got it in you. You know what I'm saying? But
I agree. I agree.
Subject. Well, let's talk about your boy from New York, Ack, Mr. Lopez, Mafio.
Oh, Teofimo, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Teofimo. Teofimo got sleeping pills in his hair right now. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Teofimo.
Okay, how long before he get a step up fight?
He won it. What? He won it. He won Lomachenko, and you know whose door he got a knock on because he had top rank. You so 503. You know better than I do. What happened?
I got a question about that. How far do you think he's going to get with top rank? If that's the case, how far do you see
he's going to get a WBO belt?
Hey,
that's one that you guarantee.
15 in amateurs.
How what?
206 to 15 in amateurs.
Oh, 200. Yeah, see, I knew he was. That's a lot. That's a lot.
See, here's the thing, though, man. I've never taken the WBO belt actually legitimately seriously. I always viewed the WBO belt as like the top ranked belt, like it's like their own stable belt. You know what I mean?
Not just them, Abel. They it's also old Fisher's belt too. Frank Warren. Frank Warren got ties that he could get you that WBO belt too. If you notice, a lot of his fighters had him too.
Right, exactly. Kind of like how Don King used to own the WBC back in the day too.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Hey, Creature. You know what you need to do? You need to bring me over to New York so I can just tell you up on, hey, hope you're ready. Hope you're hungry.
I can't. Yeah, I told you making me hate Kell Brook, man. I say that you making me really hate Kell Brook.
If I was in New York, I'd make you next big star.
You said what?
I said if I was in New York, I'd train you, bro. Make
you
the next Ali out there, bro.
Bro, I ain't gonna front. You got a lot of good gyms in Florida. You need to go holler at Coach Cunningham. What are you talking about, bro?
Battle Rifle. Where in Florida are you?
Or you could go to the Roy Jones Academy.
Roy Jones, Battle Rifle need to be trained to Keith Thurman right now if he gonna train anyway.
What you say about his boys, man? What you say about that?
How do I train him? How did I train him to stop being a, you know what, Chicago?
Oh no, you need to teach him something. Teach him how to rework his elbow or something. Teach him how to be one time.
How about weekend not being a bitch? How about that?
I don't know if you can teach somebody that, man. They got to learn it on their own.
Where in Florida are you, Battle Rifle?
Longest girl is a champion at 147, so I don't know. Cause he damn sure he already said that he ain't fight nobody this year. He already told us that. So fuck Keith Thurman.
He fighting Lopez.
Man, he ain't fighting. Who is that?
Josecito Lopez.
He said he's not unified in 2019. Fighting who? The Commonwealth belt.
What has
I think he said
Lopez done a title shot Battle Rifle? Please justify that.
I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying I think he said he was trying to get the WBC belt back.
No, yeah, and I think in that last, I think I know what he's trying to say. He said like Keith Thurman was saying that basically outside of him, depending on how he does in this fight, is how quick he's gonna basically fight, and then he's gonna go back for his belt. He said if it's a long fight and he doesn't take any wear or tear, he'll be fighting in about June. And I guess it'll be a John Porter fight.
What these welterweights, the thing is, what these welterweights better not do, they better not play hamster wheel. Whereas Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, and No Smoke Time Sean Porter are just fighting each other over and over and over again. They better not do that game. They better not. Someone has to break that game up. So there has to be another welterweight to step in to do that. And I think maybe Jaron Ennis is that guy to do it.
Hold on, hold that thought, Fuller. Stormy B Man said Earl Spence hasn't fought any opponents adept at being a threat for what's coming back. Look. Wait. Hold on. I want my Texas. I want y'all. Look, this is for y'all, for 503 and Mac.
Okay,
he said, hold on, let me read it though. Stormy B, man, because he just subscribed to the page and all of that. Shout out to you, Stormy B.
Appreciate
He said,
you, Stormy. That's
Earl
one.
Spence he said Earl hasn't fought many opponents adept at being a threat for what's coming back. I wish that Kell Brook would have never fought Triple G. Fighting him when he fought him, his sockets couldn't. So if he wouldn't have fought Triple G, his sockets would have held up better. Basically, that's what he's saying.
They wouldn't have.
Hold up. Let me tell you something. Stormy, you one of my followers, so you know where I'm gonna come to with it. Let me tell you something. You one of my subscribers, man. But you can't break the right eye socket from the left side. I'm sorry, homie, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Triple G broke his right side, Earl left side. There's two different. So I don't know the mathematics, or I don't know the science, I don't know the physics, but I do know logics. And logically, you can't break the right side of your eye from the left side. So whether he fought Triple G or Earl Spence first, one of them eye sockets was gonna break one or the other either way. However you slice it, dice it, cut it, chop it, you puree it. Hell, you wanna mince it. I don't care how you do it, but you can't break the right side from the left side. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because they'll be in the southpaw stance.
Yeah, that's two different sides to the skull.
So that's two different sides. Triple G is the conventional fighter, which is the righty.
No, you want to know how this hoe got his right eye broke by Earl Spence?
No,
the right jab.
No, he got his left eye
down the pipe, nigga, with a left hand.
Yeah,
that's how he got his fucking eye broke.
Yeah, but and on top of that, you got to look at it like this. I don't care who Earl fought. I be telling people I'm off that resume shit like Black BFCD is. But when you go, bro, when you get yourself ranked in the IBO and get you a title, he got a title now. Why ain't nobody fighting? Fuck the resume. Why ain't nobody fighting? He got a title. Nobody's fighting him. So what does resume matter? He's a champion. He's a champion and he's trying to make fights, but don't nobody want to fight him at the end of the day. He's not worried about Terrence Crawford because he want to fight people that's on his side that should be the easiest to make the fight. But they don't want to fight him. They scared.
Mac, he said, I'm not saying that. However, he took the pounder from a much bigger, heavier puncher, man. But he took a battering.
Okay, it doesn't matter. He was going to take one anyway against Earl Spence. It was going to be the same thing.
I don't think Triple G is a heavier punch. All right, whatever. I'll let y'all get it. I'll let y'all have it.
Whoa.
Hey.
Got it.
No, I'm talking about Stormy B. I like Stormy B, man. But I'm just saying, like, if that's what you think, if you think old man G is a heavier puncher, I'm not gonna argue with you.
I'm gonna let 503.
I mean, what do you think otherwise?
I think no. I think that Earl, bro. You heard about the legends in sparring?
Bro, Triple G has crazy legends as well,
pounder, bro. I never look. The reason why I'm gonna tell you that battle rifle, and I'm not even going cap, bro. The reason why I say that is because after you fight Earl Spence, you could have fought Earl Spence, right? You could have been a fighter that fought regularly. How much you want to bet? You wouldn't say you would have fought Earl in January, the beginning of the year. I promise you wouldn't have fought until next year, January. That's how much of a battering you would have took. I'm just being real, bro. I'm just being real. Like that's what
like when you look at how many sparring.
I've never seen Triple G. People that fight Triple G come right back in the ring. You got to think about that, bro.
Nah, the thing is, when you look at those sparring legends, they do them crazy stuff like all the time. Like there's legends of how, apparently.
Go ahead, man.
Huh?
Nah, I'm saying go ahead. Finish what you were saying. I'm gonna comment right after you.
But yeah, it's like I think they said Floyd was just knocking out 175 pound after another 175. The thing is, when you in sparring, I can get enough level opponents where they can be so low but they're bigger than you, and you can knock them out. Triple G apparently has legends where he's knocked out heavyweights. And I remember there was this one cat. I think it was Julian Jackson's son. It was
So
Julie.
I'm gonna ask you this.
What his name?
Hold on.
Julius.
Wait, hold on, Mac. I want to come right after him real quick, and
No,
then you go after me.
I just got a quick question. I just got a quick question. Just a quick question. Do you think Earl Spence can knock out Charles Martin?
Yeah,
No, I don't know. No.
it's possible.
No, that's not gonna happen.
So do you think Triple G can knock out
Fool,
Charles Martin?
talk some sense into your boy.
I mean,
You happy.
probably a better chance, but even then, yeah, probably. Yeah, it's
So-
still a chance he could.
So check this out. Right there, that just shows your bias for Triple G.
No, that's
it shows
not
a bias.
because
It does
But
show
look,
a bias. No, it
but
shows
look,
a,
before-
so I'm gonna tell you why it
Matt-
shows a bias. Because you looking at Earl Spence. No, here's the thing. Earl Spence does spar heavyweights, and the heavyweights talk about his power still be in pain after fighting Earl Spence. You don't hear that coming out of Triple G camp. What you hear is Triple G picking and choosing his fights, though. Earl Spence is fighting everybody in front of him.
And I
Hold on.
been talking about sparring, Mac.
Yeah, that's just
But
sparring.
hey, I mean,
We've been
you
talking
have
about
you,
sparring.
you-
I was talking about dudes not being able to fight. That's why I was trying to tell Battle Rifle. Dudes not coming right back to fight right after they fought Earl. That's what I was saying. It's
The
not a
thing-
theory,
the
it's a
thing-
fact.
The thing is, it's not even about the power, not necessarily all the time, because you have people.
No,
I
agree with you.
You do hear stories about. You do hear stories about apparently Amir Khan beating up on Manny Pacquiao, right? But how many people think Amir Khan's going to beat Manny Pacquiao in the ring? See, that's my thing.
Come on, man. Pacquiao is little, man.
It's totally different because Tony Harrison used to spar Vladimir Klitschko religiously. He tells you that, and Vladimir Klitschko told you that. They took pictures together. So, of course, there's probably some level of that little line where the heavyweights aren't that good because they're sparring them. Because there are other legends where I hear like Mark Breland is apparently sparred Ali, and Tommy Hearns apparently sparred Ali, and they would do some good work. Yeah, those are exceptions, but most of the time when they're saying they beating up heavyweights and stuff like that, they're not all that good. I think when it comes to Errol Spence, it's just that the reason he can essentially hurt most of these people because he just has his punch output and his punch land percentage is just so high because he's a southpaw. Like I said, a lot of southpaws get shots for free. A lot of people can't defend him. And when it comes to somebody, he's a much.
But it's vice versa though. It's vice versa. Battle Rifle. I could tell you that it's vice versa because how a southpaw can land that straight left, a righty can land that straight right on you. Why you think that Danny Jacobs got knocked down by old man G? I don't call him Triple G. On my page, he's old man G. Y'all,
when
he's not triple.
And you don't learn this a lot of the time. You're an orthodox opponent because they have like this particular style where they want you to fight completely square up into the style because. I don't know if people know this, but when you're a southpaw, you fight in a sense more bladed, like more on edge, like more of your side is turned towards your opponent. So you're conditioned to turn your opponent as you go. So the thing is, when you're a southpaw, you make.
But righties do that too, believe it or not, especially the Cubans, because they box.
And I was just for to tell you that Battle. I'm southpaw. So you can't say that strictly about southpaw because I seen right here to do it. I seen right here to do it.
Yeah, but it's more prevalent.
What is Floyd? Floyd is a what?
Orthodox.
Okay then, and Floyd turns his opponents around regularly. Richard Winky Wright is a what?
Yep.
Orthodox fighter. That's one of my favorite all-time fighters, and he turns.
Wait, who? Winky Wright is an orthodox?
Yeah, Winky Wright orthodox.
Winky Wright is southpaw.
You sure? Let's Google that. Because I'm winning.
Ronald Winky White?
Yeah,
hey, man, what you drinking on, Battle?
Ronald Winky
Wright is southpaw, bro.
I forgot what he was.
Yeah, it's southpaw. I'm my bad. But he used to turn his fighters. I don't know why I got Winky Wright.
So, look, I'm saying, look, there's always exceptions. Believe me when I say there's always exceptions, but most of the time, because you're a South, look at people like Michael Moore who came into the game with like 27 knockouts and out of 27 fights. It's stuff like that because when you're a southpaw and you come in there and you're a good puncher, you can end up knocking out a bunch of your competition. Like you look at Quincy Taylor coming in, knocking out most of his competition, or you look at somebody like what's another good one? I'm trying to think. Somebody like Edwin Valerio. It speaks levels because when you're a southpaw, you make your opponent work more because they have to adjust to what they're looking at. When you're orthodox, they stand more square because you don't have to do that. You don't have to turn the body on.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong on that battle rifle, but like I'm trying to tell you, you're more subjective to that straight right hand. Just like the orthodox fighter is more subjected to the straight left hand. Why do you think Triple G put fucking Danny Jacobs on his ass? Because he switched into the southpaw position and he didn't listen to his corner, and that was the round he got knocked down in. Even though he stayed in that position and gave Triple G problems because he felt like the Willie Monroe fight, you know what I mean, was a blueprint to kind of upsetting Triple G. But it really, you know, I felt like he won the fight, but they didn't give it to him.
Let me give you an example. I walk up.
Triple G landed the straight right. I'm just letting you know when Danny Jacobs switched southpaw.
Let's say I walk up to you and we facing each other, and you say, and I say something like, I think we about to fight. If I walk, let's say I pivot towards my right, there's a good chance that if that punch doesn't get blocked or it doesn't land, you're going to fall over because there's nothing to brace yourself on unless you just have really good punch. Now, let's say
that's good balance, man.
Huh? Yeah, you got to.
I got good balance. I wouldn't have fell.
Okay, so let's say I pivot towards my left and you throw your right hand. Your right hand is still there to move and probably catch me at the top of my head. But I can avoid the punch, but it's
shoot. Huh? I hope it do catch you at the top of your head, so you could do that little dance. I hope it do catch you at the top of your head, because that's what dudes' legs be all shaky and wobbly, and they be doing the stanky leg and all of that. So you might not want to pivot that way. So you got to really know what you're doing when you a southpaw. You got to be like a Guillermo El Chical Rigondeaux. You got to be like on that type of level. You got to really know what you're doing. I don't really want to utter the words Nomachenko because I can't call him Nomaschenko because his face got painted in his last fight. So on my channel, it's Nomachenko.
Call him Joe Machenko because that guy's a Joe. That's what they say in Philly, Joe ass nigga.
Yeah, they do, and they say nut ass nigga too. I hate that.
Joe Machenko. Until proven otherwise. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Until proven otherwise.
For him to make up for that Pedraza fight, I don't care if he won. He gotta beat somebody like Tank or Mikey. He gotta do that. For me to talk about him like how I thought about him, the speed, the angles, and the combination punching. Yeah, he gotta get a body, a real body.
Exactly. Not Tank's leftovers who already got knocked out. Who said, "Oh, Lomachenko's a better fighter than Tank."
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I never thought that. Even though Tank is doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. That's crazy. He still was able to knock Pedraza out.
Yeah. I'm watching the highlights of the Povetkin Joshua fight. Joshua will have a lot of
highlights. It was a shit show.
No, what I'm watching is Joshua will have a lot of problems with Wilder or Ortiz. He will have plenty of problems with Ortiz.
I think Wilder will have a lot of problems with AJ as well.
Yeah. Okay, right. What kind of problems do you think he brings?
He ain't got no move.
What do you think, Ben?
for one, I believe, and this is just my preference. I know it's probably not going to put other people, but I think he has a good level of heart. He has a second win where basically he comes out there and he fights much better than he does before because he's really methodical. There's a lot of chances where he's just sitting in front of his opponent, not doing anything. But when he gets that second win, huh?
Nah, I'm agreeing with you, brother. I'm agreeing with you. I agree with you.
He has that second win where he just comes out like it was a round where he was getting touched up by Vlad, and he in his trainer, he wasn't yelling, he was just saying it in a nice way. He was like, come on, man. He said you can beat this guy. Just go out there and stick behind your combinations like you normally do. Hurt Vlad in the very next round, and it was he has a second win. Another thing is he has really good combinations. Like his combinations are actually.
I
really
agree
good.
with that. I agree with that. He does have good combination punches.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no walk in the park for Deontay Wilder when he fight Anthony Joshua. Now, if he just catch that hoe, he catch him. But it ain't gonna be just a walk in the park. I'm gonna just say that. I think, me personally, I think the easiest way for him to knock AJ out is to throw while he throwing.
Oh yeah. That's actually kind of how I pictured it happening. Because, like I said, to me, a fight is always most vulnerable while they throwing. You know what I mean? Forget that punch that you don't see, please. It's really that punching as you at the punch. You know what I mean? That's what really, you know what I mean? Because you're so worried about taking that person out or throwing a punch that you ain't gonna see their punch coming. So that's why you really open for their punch. So I actually agree with 503 with what he just said right there. But don't sleep. Don't sleep though. Deontay Wilder could split the guard while he's tired because Robot Chicken don't move his head. You heard? You don't move his head.
Yeah, I mean that's his biggest downfall. He don't move his head, but Wilder gotta catch him though. I mean he ain't finna stay in the pocket with no Deontay Wilder, bro. I'm sorry. I mean them dudes in London, they have nightmares about that right hand. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure Rob McCracken is gonna be telling him to move. So he gonna move his legs. Oh shit, he gonna move that head, but his ass is gonna move. I just don't see that fight being that easy, man. It's gonna be a long process, man. Like I say, at least 7 or 8 rounds for Wild to get him. That's just me though.
You got some points. You got some good points. You got some valid points. We can see.
You mind if I spit?
Carl Burrell, salute, champ. Go ahead, guys.
I can see that.
AJ is the only person that heavyweight has a chance of beating Wilder, in my opinion. It's not a lot of people. I mean, at one point I thought Joseph Parker did, but I don't believe that anymore. So
hell no, hell to the no.
I mean, this is before he fought AJ and stuff.
I never believed for a second that Joseph Parker would have any chance of beating Wilder or Joshua to begin with. So it was mostly a title holder to me than a champion.
I mean, but when people coming up, he was getting some devastating knockouts as well. When he was coming up, I was looking at Uganda as one of the knockouts. It's funny how that works at heavyweight.
Who did you say?
Apparently, Joseph Parker didn't think so either. Abel Mahari. That's why he fought Anthony Joshua. And y'all all don't sit here and cap like we say in New York. Do not sit here and be all caps. All of y'all. Y'all would.
So I've been putting on my
before y'all fought.
I've been putting on my shorts. I've been putting on my shorts and gym shoes because I'm here to hit this gym up. So what did I miss?
Okay, no, we was just talking about AJ and Deontay Wilder.
I don't want to see that fight. Don't care how it go. I don't want to see it no more.
But can I ask you something, Mac? Before you go to the gym and you work it out, look, man, what do you think would transpire in that fight? How do you break it down for me?
The first 4 rounds will be first two. Well, the first round, second round gonna be filler rounds. Third round is gonna be Anthony Joshua trying to throw his combos. Deontay Wilder, jab straight to keep his distance. Managing the distance like he always do. And then, coming into the fourth and fifth round, they're gonna be believing that Anthony Joshua's winning. Between the sixth and the eighth round, that's when Anthony Joshua gonna start getting caught. And I don't mean no pity pat punches. He gonna start catching some damn rapture. Yeah. What happened to everybody? But he's gonna start catching some those right hands, and to be honest, depending on how his chin hold up, those right hands gonna start taking effect about the fifth or sixth round, and he's gonna be out of there. He's gonna catch one of those punches, and he's gonna be completely out of there. Ain't gonna be no getting back. And if he get hurt in any kind of way that Klitschko hurt him when he dropped him and he got back up, it's not gonna be like that with Deontay Wilder. If you get back up, you gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt. So you better take that knee and that knee and 8 count and then get up.
Yeah. Grubhub is a delivery app.
Why you say you didn't want to see it?
For what? I'm tired. I'm tired of the bullshit just to get to that fight.
Yeah, me too. It's
bro,
like when I remember when I had subscribed to Black Fight Fan, and I had put click the bell icon so I get the notification.
Yeah.
When I say all I say was Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn, Eddie. Oh my God,
bro, let me tell you something. Waiting on AJ and the negotiation they dealing with this fight is like getting a chick that you know is a hoe, that you know you're supposed to be smashing within the first week, and you got to wait 90 days to fuck. No, ain't nobody trying to do that shit. And and she a hoe. Either you gonna give it up or you gonna get the fuck on.
Hey man, that was written by Steve Harvey, man. Think like a man.
Man, I ain't talking about Steve Harvey. That 90-day rule existed way before Steve Harvey.
you right about that.
Yeah, man. I don't care for that fight either, but I'm just saying that if AJ fights one of the elite guys, he's in for some problems. He's in for a lot of problems, actually.
I mean, it's as much as I want to see the fight too. See the fight too. It's just that, like I said, I just stay away from like heavyweight, man. WWE for boxing.
I told y'all the fight I want to see. I want to see Deontay Wilder decapitated.
Yeah. You really want to see him fight big titties, huh?
I want to see him hurt that hoe. I want to see him destroy that motherfucker.
I think it would be. Are you talking about? Hey, stay ready. Are you talking about Jared Miller or what's his name?
Dominic I'm talking about Dominic Brazil.
You was talking about Big Baby Miller.
No, I want to see him. I said Dominic Brazil. That's who I want to see. I want to see him decapitate that hoe.
Man, I'm telling you, it's two fighters that I just want to just see get locked. Probably get Dominic Brazil and Kanaki. And I don't got no problems with Kanaki. It's just that once I saw him get, in that fight with Charles Money, I was just like, top level is gonna destroy that dude. But yeah.
Yep.
I'm really convinced Jared Miller should have fought Kanaki.
You know what? That's why I don't want to wait for these fights, man. I just want to see what we can see right now. As far as I'm concerned, Eddie Hearn, any word that he said is like believing in Santa Claus. It's just something that doesn't exist. So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that when Anthony Joshua does fight these guys, he's going to have some problems if he decides to. That's a big if, though.
Okay. Don't be scared, Anthony Joshua. Don't be scared.
Let's be honest here, y'all. You won't even dare to step in the ring.
Bro, you tell him what? If he wants this fight, put your big boy pants on, ho. Step in this ring. Put your big boy pants on and grow some motherfucking nuts.
Yeah.
Shit.
Just like Black Fight Fan TV would say, why don't you step up into this hole right now and fight?
Nah,
Yeah, man.
That monkey mouth bastard.
Yeah, man.
All I think about is make the fight, nostrils. Make the fight.
Let me go ahead and read the super chat real quick.
Go ahead.
No. That's what he be saying.
That's
what he be saying.
That's what you
Irritates the
saying.
hell out of me, dog.
Let me read the super chat real quick, man. Yeah, man. All right, man. We got Ronald Finkley in the chat, man. Salute, man, with the donation, man. Ronald Finkley always come in.
Hey, y'all gonna get off my cousin, dog.
Yeah, you better be getting at your cousin.
I was just talking to him just a minute ago because we were talking about that earlier video. Y'all gonna get off my cousin, dog.
Yo, Jay,
you know what's so funny though, Act Reacher dude, is that I love 78 Sports TV. He's one of my favorites, man. But when he laughs though, yeah, he laughed like Elmo, bro. Like just the funniest laugh I ever heard of, man.
Man, I remember I was crying laughing. I was watching the 78 Sports TV, and I think he had AJ back with the coward tackle, something like that.
Appreciate it, bro.
Maybe it was AJ. It was either AJ or something like that. And I think it was the promoter that was like, we was about to get into a fight, but we decided not to because they did some stuff. He started off the video so he was like,
Yo, word. Yeah. 78 be killing me. He be like,
you know what? Hey, put your mics on mute for a second though, because like here's a really funny one though. It's the time when Amir Khan was had that transgender on his DM, and he goes up there and says like, I just want to play with the game. Oh man, that was funny shit, bro.
He said, "What? I couldn't hear you."
He said he basically said like, nah, it ain't nothing like that. It ain't what you think. I just want to play with your ding ding.
What? Who said that?
That was actually on a 78 Sports TV. He was just clowning around with when Amir Khan had that transgender on his DM. You know that one?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, bro, that's funny as hell, bro.
You gotta be careful with them Autobots, champ.
No, they're not Autobots on me. They Decepticons.
Oh yeah, Decepticons.
Oh man.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask you that. Go ahead.
The Transformers movie was 86.
It was
86. I don't know about all of the rest of these new live action crap. All of that, I don't know about that.
Oh, you talking about the TV show that came on like in the 80s?
No, it's talking about the movie that came out in the
movie in 86.
Come on, right?
Wait. What movie? You talking about the Michael Bay one?
No.
Damn, she look good. I'm sorry, I had to speak.
Mac, what's up
about
the Transformers movie, the cartoon one?
Well, we're gonna talk about part 2 because that's the one that you actually like. That was number 2. That was
that was number 2.
Yeah, that was the second movie. You got to go back and watch the first one. The second one when they actually had to fight Galactus, and there was that was the planet, and Optimus Prime. I know that's part 2. Optimus Prime died, and he gave the Matrix. He gave the Matrix a like. Damn, she got an ass. Lord Jesus.
I never knew that there was a movie before that, man.
They ready, you're crazy, yo.
Man, look, and this woman is kind of older. I know she older than me. She got to be in a. Ooh, damn, she funny.
Better go get that number.
No, I'm not looking for no cougar right now.
Why not?
Why not? I done had too many in my lifetime. I was 18 with a 36-year-old, man. Look, she told me the wrong. Right now, I don't want that. Right now, I'm trying to find me something. You know what I'm saying? Something that ain't gonna kill me. Let me tell you something. Women older women, them older women like that have a high ass sex drive. I ain't trying to fuck every day.
They do. They do. They really do.
The more the merrier.
Hey, look, 1-2
Battle rifle
times a
said
week.
the more the merrier.
Yeah,
Hey, I said more. You still legit.
Say battle rifle. What you 20 years old, 21, 22?
I'm gonna make me a couple of those.
I'm 35. Yeah, I'm 35.
Nah, he 20.
I ain't trying.
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah, now he 40. Now he 40. He 40. He told me. He's 40.
Man, you don't get that shit on. Like I've been there where I used to smash every day. It's been times to where I done hit 4 different females in one day. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest with you. Like I done been there. I've done that. I'm done doing that.
PK, I see you, champ. I see you in the chat. PK Boxing and MMA. Subscribe to my man. Subscribe. Yeah.
But bro, once you get, hey, after you done, bro, you only got so much fucking to do in your lifetime. After you done so much, unless you just a straight up nympho type person, I'm good with 2 to 3 times a week. As long as I get it, I'm good. After that, if I ain't getting it that much, then we got a problem. You know, maybe once a week. If I get it at least once that week, I'm good. But every day and no.
That's what's out.
Honestly, bro. Honestly, it's like if you can't control it, it's like that thing's not a good look because then you're gonna put like you put like other things. You put other things in the back burner because you can't control your stuff. I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying people in general. You know, that happens sometimes, you know. I mean, even some people will do some shady stuff for some tail, you know, like do some shady stuff. You know.
Oh. And one thing, man, I'm gonna let you know, man. Ass will get you get your mind clouded when you got shit you trying to accomplish and things.
Yeah.
Man, ain't nobody worried about no ass. Man, if you don't get
True
your
story,
ass on,
bro. True story.
Yeah, so you gotta get your.
You gotta free your mind, man.
That's why I'm saying you gotta make sure you right.
Can somebody mute their mic?
It might be me. Is it me?
It's like somebody listening to a TV.
Oh, that's fooling. That's fooling. Oh no, that ain't fooling. It might be.
Well, it's not. But I mean, what, you didn't like the Transformer movies today? Act.
No, you need to go back and watch that one, and you'll understand what he means. That movie right there was probably one of the best cartoon movies ever. Period.
Yeah, I think I gotta watch it because I'm a big fan of them.
Bro, I'm ready.
You hold on, you never seen it?
My Blu-ray.
No,
I got the 30th anniversary edition, bro. I don't even want to mail you that. That's how you know I gotta love you, Battle Rifle. I literally got the 30th edition.
If you go back and watch that movie, everything that you watched in Transformers ain't gonna make sense to you in these new movies.
That ass.
Of course. I mean, I'm sure, like,
no, because they completely fucked the storyline all the way off. Like, I'm not even talking about the movies. I'm talking about the TV show, the original, and everything.
The thing is, you know, I was never convinced that, you know, Michael Bay was just a super good director. I mean, okay, as a kid I did, but you know, now I can see that he's basically just a Hollywood director. He makes everything look good. So I never liked the Transformers film. I like the first one, and maybe I like bits and pieces of the second one, but that's it.
I'm not gonna knock Michael Bay, though. Michael Bay is good.
Michael Bay director.
Man, you better go back.
You did a couple.
You better go look. Michael Bay is just a director. He didn't write the movie. He's just
producer. Even as a director, I don't find him all that good. I mean,
man, you must don't watch CSI. He had
CSI. Which one?
All of them.
No, I watched. CSI. I watch
Jet.
CSI and I watch CSI New York, but I think like Criminal Minds I don't watch too much.
Vegas is here.
I mean, even then, his movies are just like really bad. Like Bad Boys, I like, and I guess maybe I can enjoy Transformers, but other than that, I can't really find any movies that I really like. I mean, what else? He directed The Rock. He directed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was like, ugh.
He did a good job with that.
He did a good job with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh boy.
Go back and watch the old ones. Compared to the old ones,
The old ones are miles. The TV show was miles better than that.
You gotta understand, bro. You gotta here. Take this out. Do you know my favorite type of movies to this day is black and white movies? So the reason I like black and white movies because the storylines are better. But when you go era for era, none of these movies they come out with now to this day compared to any of those movies we grew up watching because they have no substance. None of them.
I mean, some of them do. You can probably find.
No.
You can find a good movie out there. Maybe if you find like a Quentin Tarantino film because he likes older movies.
Quentin Tarantino put too much blood in his movies for no reason.
I mean, it's a substance thing, but but
agree with stay ready. A slight bit with that is because like I will watch old gangster movies like James Cagney and Humphrey Bogart. You know they from New York and they from Manhattan like me. You know what I mean? My mom watched those movies and put me on with them. Those old gangster movies, they don't have blood in them, bro. But you can still feel the realness. Matter of fact, if I ever direct a movie, y'all better be in it, man. I want Abel Mahari in it. I want Battle Rifle really to play Battle Rifle. And Fula gonna be my best friend in the movie. And Mac gonna be the dude. Mac gonna be the rival in the movie because Mac, he got that look, even though Mac's a good dude.
I thought I looked like the one of your henchmen or something.
You know what's crazy about what you said about the Quentin Tarantino movies? I think his most recent best work was Kill Bill.
That's his most
recent film.
The thing is,
let's run down these Michael Bay movies. So you tell me, and I'm going on the good ones. I ain't even gonna throw the ones that's not quite known.
Did he direct American Gangster?
I don't know. I ain't got that.
No.
He did The Purge, so The Purge wasn't good.
No, definitely no. It wasn't good.
Actually, The Purge was good. Hold on. Let me tell you the basis for that movie because we're dealing with that. No. We're dealing with that now. So if you think about it and you go back and look at it, you'll be like, damn.
But the thing is, if you look at Purge, the sequels are actually better.
The reason they was doing purges was to get rid of black people.
I don't even think he directed Purge. I think he produced it.
No, he directed that movie.
Well, the thing is,
his list of movies right now.
Does it say he directed it?
Let's find out.
Because I don't know if he directed Purge.
Hey, did Quentin Tarantino that played a part in the Pulp Fiction movie?
He was he was Samuel Jackson's friend who gave him the clothes.
He was running a marathon.
You're right, he produced it.
Yeah, I know he produced the movie though, but it just didn't make sense to me that why he had to be part of that film in the first place. Especially when he talked about this. Hey,
no. What I'm saying is, if you ever look at Quentin Tarantino movies, Quentin Tarantino writes himself in every single movie he does.
Yeah, he always cameos in his movie, like, and I think in Death
Proof,
he
kills himself in every movie.
Yeah. I think in Death Proof he was the guy who was serving alcohol, and then you have in
he was in the Hateful Eight.
Yeah, what was he? I don't remember.
Go look. Yeah, he got killed off. You remember them people that was up there with me? He got killed off.
I actually like that movie.
I love that movie. Hey, man, somebody please shoot this diabolical bitch. I love it.
I thought you were serious for a second. I was like, hold up. What did I do?
Battle Rifle, you got your wish.
What wish?
Remember you said, we should do a panel on movies? Got your wish.
Snuck it in there.
Yeah.
But
The one part.
I'm about to run in this gym though, because I just pulled up. But I'm on the panel. I listen.
Man, I'm mad that you leaving now because I want you to tell them more about this '86 Transformers movie.
I
How
didn't say I
great
was
is it?
getting. Oh, you know, man, I can't keep telling them because after a while it's gonna be spoiler alert. Man, they just gotta go
Yeah,
watch the
you're right.
movie, bro.
Yo, matter of fact, Battle Rifle. Go to streamdreams.org and find the link that works best for you
Just
to
go on
watch
Amazon.
the movie.
Just go on Amazon and just rent it. You rent the stream and watch it.
yeah, I probably
Yeah,
might
you can do that.
Matter of fact, I might do that tonight. My goddamn self.
But yeah, like
It depends on how late we stay on. It depends on how late we stay on World Breaker channel tonight. Appreciate it, because World Breaker, we supposed to be going live talking about the '80s and shit. What's going down, man?
well, what
Man,
movie?
hate that I ain't been in here. I feel like shit.
What movie is what?
What movie, in you guys'
Get out
opinion,
of
is the
town.
best movie this year?
Yep.
You
Bro,
said the best
I
movie
came for the
what?
whole week. I didn't come last week and this week. Hold
Of
on.
this year?
Of what? What movie were you talking about, Battle Rifle?
What movie? I'm talking about the panel. Like, I'm asking all you guys. What was the best movie that you've seen this year?
Of 2018.
Yeah, I mean, last year, yeah, technically.
Shoot. To be honest, I didn't really watch that many movies last year.
Creed 2. On ice.
Creed was good, you know. I don't know if it was better than the first one, but it was up there. It was really good.
Nah, man. Listen, man. It was better than the first one, man. The first one was a soap opera drama. I could have wrote that about me and my girlfriend.
Yeah, but if you look at all Rocky movies, most of them are like that before they start getting into 3 and 4, where they kind of came like kind of cartoony.
You're right,
yeah,
Battle Rifle. I don't disagree with you, but it still had more substance to it for some reason. The original ones. Like, you can't even say that number 3 was like that. Number 3 was actually action packed, and 4 was action packed.
Yeah, I said until it got to 3 and 4, where it became like a little bit more cartoony. It became more about the
fact. If you think about it, 3 was action packed too, because
that's what I'm saying. 1 and 2 were basically it was spending more times about the character. It spent more time expressing like the character, and then once you got to 3 and 4, it became almost like a cartoon. It became more about the villains, and like Clubber Lang and Ivan Drago, and then you had like Tommy Gunn. So that's where it came out to after the Rocky movies.
By the way, I hated 5.
You hated 5?
Yeah, I hated it.
Man, as much as like Rocky, like in a sense that I can never take most of the fights serious, just because like Rocky would probably be dead in real life. He took that many blows. I think a guy on the forum actually did a CompuBox, like his own CompuBox system, where he counted the punches like Rocky, how many punches Rocky took by Ivan Drago, and he basically had over like 1,000 punches or something like that. It was crazy, but
Battle Rifle made me laugh with that. That was a good one. He said he took over 1,000 punches. Come on, man. Rocky should have still been retarded in Creed if he took that many punches.
Yeah, he should have never been living, but
I wasn't on the clean Vada test.
And Rocky was a small way too. So
yo, let's give our last words, people, because I know Stay Ready about to do his thing and all of that. Yo, Battle Rifle made me laugh. Battle Rifle, you go first, man. That was funny though, Battle Rifle. He said the man did a copy. Oh man, he said he took 1,000 punches and he was still upright. Oh man, and I'm not talking about you, Battle Rifle. I'm just talking about that whole movie being exaggerated about a boxer. It's just, oh man, you can't. Oh man, stop. His brain.
Even after you take 10,000 blows, you can still get back up and fight. I mean, like, you know.
The gym is so
Like,
empty today, but it's a couple of nice ones in here right now. Lord,
come on, Mac, man. You
new
taking
year,
the
new
1,000
me.
blows,
Hey, this is what
bro?
I call them.
So cautiously optimistic.
No, what I say is,
Can none of us take 1,000 blows from no other grown man? I don't care if he's a 130 dude.
the new.
You let him constantly compare you, Mac.
You say what?
Let him compare you. You ain't gonna feel right.
Hold on, what did you say now?
No, I'm saying like what he was saying, right? He said that Rocky, what did you say, battle rifle? That a dude did his own copy box about Rocky, and he's seen the blows that Ivan Drago landed on Rocky. He landed 1,000 blows on Rocky.
Okay. And what did he say about that? What was
I
the
would
point?
say none of us take 1,000 blows from another grown man.
No.
Be wrong. Even if we take them,
We're gonna have brain damage.
When we go to our
the way
local,
Drago was hitting Rocky, we have brain damage.
yeah, go ahead, tell the battle rifle.
Well, I gotta tell him.
All right. Well, battle rifle told me, because I don't want to misquote you, but battle rifle told me that there was a dude that did his own copy box on the fight, and he said that basically when he hit Rocky 1,000 times, and I was laughing because I'm thinking in my mind like, yo, he would not be correct.
No, he wouldn't.
He wouldn't be. You remember how apparently in Rocky 4 when he was fighting Apollo, he hit him like 4 times after the bell. And they didn't even disqualify the dude.
Yes. That's why I started the news.
He said
spoiler alert.
An exhibition.
Dude, Rocky took like 1,000 punches, bro. He'd be dead. Like dead. Come on, man.
Bro, Rocky would have
by the sixth round, he'd be beating the dead horse.
Actually, Rocky movie, moral of the story, that's teaching you how not to fight. That's
what?
Definitely, bro. Oh my
that's
god.
the moral of the story.
Rocky fight like Jared Hurd.
You remember? Did you guys see the fight? Did you guys see the
like Jared Hurd?
He fight with Chin and Hart, man. He fight with Chin and Hart, dog.
Hey, did you guys see the fight with Ivan Drago with
Max say he fight like Jared Hurd.
I'm
You know what? Hey, you're right because I'm watching a Jared Hurd fight. This nigga's getting hit with bombs and he just keeps coming forward.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's nothing but Chin and Hart, dog.
Yeah, y'all retarded, yo. He say he fight like Jared Hurd.
I felt that way when George Foreman was fighting Evander Holyfield, man. I remember Evander Holyfield got mad and threw like a 30-punch combination. George Foreman was just standing there blocking with that little cross. I was like, oh my god.
Hold on. Yeah, but when George Foreman hit Evander, boy, every punch he landed, you couldn't. For one, you can't block no George Foreman punches. I don't give a damn what you do. The motherfucker hit you. That's another thing. That's why I say don't nobody in boxing hit harder than George. Because you can't block
maybe Ernie Shavers. Maybe on a shirt. Ernie Shavers.
You can block Ernie Shavers' punches. You can't block George Foreman's punches, bro. When he hit your arm, it hurts. He pushes you back.
Now, I ain't gonna I agree with Mac a little bit because George Foreman is taller than Ernie Shavers. Ernie Shavers, you could avoid it a little bit. Yeah. So you could avoid it a little bit. You know,
he was taller and he was smaller. I'm sorry. He was
actually, stay ready. Rocky fights like Arturo Gatti. That's how Rocky fights.
No, that's because he's an Italian stallion. That's the Italian style.
He fights like Arturo Gatti.
But you can't tell me Jared Hurd don't fight like that.
Did you guys see in the fourth fight? Basically, Ivan Drago was fighting Rocky, and you know how Rocky, he act like he moving his head, but he not. So I think Ivan Drago threw a 1-2, and Rocky he got knocked down, and he immediately got back up. He knocked him down again. I'm like, why is the ref not counting these knockdowns?
For
He
real.
said
I remember that.
an exhibition.
Man, act crazy, man.
Yo, Rocky Four had me crying, man. Yo, Apollo was just so overconfident. That's how I want you to be as a fighter, but I still want you to, you know what I mean? What they say, fear is fire. You could have it work for you or against you. That's what Apollo forgot. He forgot.
It's funny because Jared Hurd does fight like that. That guy be taking shots and just be coming forward.
I ask y'all one question. Who would have won? Clubber Lang or Apollo?
Clubber Lang.
But Clubber Lang, I never see him throw a jab. The whole Rocky 3, I was waiting, and I know y'all gonna laugh.
He just throws
an ass combo.
Just
yeah, you think he's a hook. Everything.
Straight hook.
So I don't know. He would have been tired. He said, come on, Balboa. Come on, Balboa.
Come on, Balboa. Hey, pretty lady, won't you come over here and see what it is to feel like to be with a real man?
Nah, that.
I thought he was literally trying that out on the people at the gym.
Mac, the funniest part of the movie is when Apollo walked over to his corner. He said, get out of my corner. I don't need no has-been messing up my corner, making me look bad.
And wipe that. Get out my corner. I don't need no has-been in my corner. I don't need no has-been in my corner.
Yeah, he said, no has-been in my corner, making me look bad. He said, I don't believe in nothing you got no more.
What's your prediction for the fight? Prediction? Yeah.
Hey, Clubber Lang versus Drago.
Pain.
Probably, maybe Drago, probably.
Shit. Yo, I would have said that to Pacquiao. If I was at 147, I'd been like, get out of my corner, making me look bad.
Hey, so the thing I exaggerate that movie is apparently Ivan Drago hit 1,350 PSI, which is unbelievable. That's crazy. No, that's not possible, bro. That means he hits harder than everybody in boxing, stacked twice.
Wait. That was off roids. He wasn't in the box, man.
Nah, bro. Even then, bro, nobody is hitting that hard. I don't even think.
I got to say South voice. He was dirty.
He was juiced to the gills, actually.
Come on, Fooler. You know he was dirty.
Then, I don't care what type of juice you are. I don't care if you take the Cinto juice. That's all. You was not hitting that hard. And so,
yo, you could do unbelievable things, bro. You could leap over a single bound and all of that, bro.
I'm telling you, nobody in boxing has hit that hard. That's unbelievable. I think the highest people would have ever hit was probably like 900 psi.
Yeah.
So that's insane.
Yeah, Drago.
That's why it was a movie.
You can see it on the movie. He was to the gills.
I can't lie though. Even though you probably don't like Rocky 5, I freaking love Rocky and Tommy Gunn or Tommy Morrison fight in the street. Boy, that fight is actually
funny. That was the funny thing.
My sister like Rocky 3. I like Rocky 4 because I love like before that whole build up. Like Apollo was ridiculous, man. He was just ridiculous. He said, "Come on." He said, "So Apollo, what we doing after this?" He said, "Come on, Stallion. You know me. Always think of something else." Apollo was ridiculous, bro. He's like a real black dude in America. Like he have no worries. Word. He was dancing. He didn't care, bro. He said, "Come on. What? You need an interpreter? It's time to go to school, son."
If he does,
he said, "You will lose."
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm about to go watch that, man. Y'all mess me up, man. I'm gonna watch that once we done, man.
Man, let's get in there, Texas.
Oh, you watching the game?
Damn right.
Yeah.
I need my Longhorns to pull this out so I can put it in Cali face.
Yeah.
Because Kelly talking about we can't make it in the SEC, but we blowing the hell out the SEC. They the second best team in the SEC, but yet they left the Big 12 and barely doing anything in the SEC.
Yeah. We may need to do a heavy show though. We maybe need to do a heavy show, but not everybody's gonna agree with this show. But we need to do a show about how certain things are pushing a certain agenda, you know, and it's happening every time you turn on the TV, bro.
I ain't doing it on YouTube until I get my 1,000 subscribers. You're not
Yeah,
gonna
bro. That's
YouTube
what I'm saying. We got to do it when we get like a lot of subscribers, because the what they're showing on TV and stuff, like they are definitely pushing some crazy stuff, bro. You know, they're really crazy, like a lot of stuff, man. Seriously, you know. But yeah, man. You back to Quentin Tarantino though. I'm not gonna even lie, man. On the Kill Bill movie, I don't know if you remember that one scene. It was with that woman. Uh, she had like the little spinning ball on the chain.
Yeah.
You remember her?
Go.
Yeah, she was sexy, dude. When she said that hi, I'm like, don't do that to me. You know, if she was right, if she was in front of me, bro, yeah, I'm like, nah, you couldn't say hi like
You never seen Battle Royale?
Battle Royale. What movie is that?
It's a movie. It's basically Fortnite before Fortnite was what it was. It's like,
man, you play Fortnite Battle Rifle, you look like a Call of Duty dude.
I mean, it's one of them games that I wanted to play, and I just seen everybody on it. It just kind of made me disinterested. So like when I actually played it, but
I thought you was a Black Ops guy.
it's the same thing as Fortnite. Basically, these people they put bombs on people's heads, like these high school students, they put bombs on their head, and they force them to kill each other. And they don't do it, they can blow them up. So it's like that. Even Battle Royale.
All right, guys, let's give our last words, man, before we go into ultra OT. Abel, are you still there, Champ? I ain't hear from you in a minute.
Yeah, man, I enjoyed listening to the chat, bro, and just had a great time listening through. I just like listening in when I was like cleaning up some stuff in the kitchen right now. But yeah, it was fun. It was entertaining, man, and I actually just found your channel too, so I'm now officially subscribed to you. So can't wait to hear a lot more conversations down the road, man.
If you need a link, hit me up.
Yeah, for sure, no problem, man. And,
you know, now that you subscribe,
yeah. So let's try to push you to over 100 subscribers, man, and let's make big things happen. Peace out, homie.
All right, Mac.
Yeah.
Before you start working it out in the gym, man.
Man, what you mean? I've already been on this thing for 15 minutes doing my cardio.
I'm sorry, sir. You training with Blu-ray and Earl and shit. I'm sorry. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Gotta get it in, bro.
Give me your last word.
Man, I appreciate you for bringing me on. You already know we got to get you over that 100 subscriber mark, man. That first milestone, so you can hurry up and get to that 1,000, man. But
I appreciate it.
But yeah, I'm in this gym. You know, I got to get it in. It's ab day, 500 abs. Got to get it in. Got to get it in and get out. Man, yeah, I got to make sure my core right, bro.
I hear you.
But yeah, man, y'all already know what it is. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready.
Fuller.
Thank you again for having me on the panel. It's always good to rap, you know. Shout outs to Texas, shout outs to NY, shout outs to Chicago, but special shout outs in NY to Harlem, Bed-Stuy.
Thank you, sir.
Those places. Shout outs to Philly too. And again, if no smoke time Sean Porter is listening and keep the upon a time Thurman's listening. Stop holding up the division and fight. Please. You're making
Can I get a request before you go?
What's
Make
up?
the fight, Nostrils. We want to see Loma and Tank. Make the fight. All right, that's all.
That one too. Yeah, that fight too.
So yeah, but I just want to shout out my brothers. Shout out to everybody that was on 503. Shout out to Abel Mahari. Shout out to Dag. Am I forgetting anybody? Shout out to my boy Battle Rifle. Even though you left quick, you ain't give me your final thoughts, man. You know what I mean? I just want to shout out all my brothers that came on the panel. I appreciate them very, very much. Like I said, they got me through a tough time. This is real therapy for your boy. Been through a rough time in 2018. Hopefully 2019 looks brighter. I just want to shout out the mighty LDBC and my crew, the full Berserker clan, and we're out. It's the Jab Jamboree. We're going to come at you with another episode.
Peace.
Peace.